steroids give you the moon face, so you end up getting a little bit of a rounder face. I know I got a round face. It's not from steroids. Hey, well, switching gears again. Did you hear the news this week about Selena Gomez? She's like one of the youngest billionaires now.
I'm telling you, man, it's in the last name, Gomez.
Go Mondo, go Mondo.
Yes, Selena Gomez became a billionaire, uh,
Uh,
and and this was because of her beauty brand, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we're reading. Of course, a lot of people already know of Selena Gomez because she's done music, she's done Disney, but those aren't her biggest contributors. In fact, it's maybe even less than 5% of her contribution to her wealth. It really comes from her rare beauty brand that she started. Get this, it's 5 years ago. So in 5 years ago, she added all, all of this value to her net worth, really from I think her beauty brand targets like a little bit more of the complexions like you and I. So I think that's part of it, tapping into the Latino um, economy, Latino network. It's really helped her out. I mean, it does help that she has friends like Taylor Swift and that she has a pedigree of, the whole Disney and all that. So she's a well-known brand, but it's really worked out for her. $1.3 billion.
Wow. Um, I thinking about that is like similar to Kylie from how she was building also her empire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that it's easy for them, but they do have a platform, right? So we are trying to build that platform, and we're starting from zero, right? We are a bit
For
late to the game,
sure.
man.
Well, social media. Well, okay. So they say that Selena Gomez, she's got over 400 million Instagram followers or social media followers. I mean, that's a good amount. I mean, I think it's number 3, right?
Yes, you have like Lionel Messi, and you have Cristiano Ronaldo, right? Those are the other ones that they have a lot of
Worldwide
them.
soccer stars, and then we got Selena Gomez. Well, that's pretty awesome. I mean, it's good to be able to see that Latina stepping up and really being able to represent and make big waves in industry like this. It's pretty cool.
And she's in early 30s. She's about 32 or something like that. And yes, right now they are estimating 1.3 billions because of that.
Hmm.
So I mean, her story is interesting, right? So humble beginnings. They grew like poverty, right? They have like a single mom, right? And I feel that the mom is white and the dad is Hispanic, something like that, right? Um, if I remember their story, and yeah, they moved to LA to be able to get a um, kind of a position themselves to be able for her to get a gig on, like in this case, Disney.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty. Uh, that story is one, that you see a lot of Latinos like this, right? Being raised in kind of just single parent households type of thing. But she had they had her parents had the foresight to position her in the best way to try and get into Disney. I think she always wanted to be like an actress and or a performer, stuff like that. So being out in LA was going to be her best bet to try and do that, and check that out. It ended up working out for her. So you know, uh, they had humble beginnings. It is doable. She's made it to the billionaire, to become a billionaire at just the short age of 32. It's very, very impressive. Did you ever watch any of her Disney shows?
I did because I have my kiddos, and
Mm-hmm.
let me try to remember. It was like a Wizards of Waverly Place or something like that. And it's just like it was funny. I mean, it's like one of those things, and yeah, she's charismatic, right? So and she knows how to sing, and a lot of people think that she's like very pretty, right? So um, is kind of help her to propel her career. And um, one of the things that maybe people don't realize is that she has lupus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you can tell people what it is, but it's basically. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very true. And maybe some of y'all that did follow her before, remember, like she had to have this surgery, and her friend was able to donate like an organ or something like that. So her lupus caught up with her very very severely and quickly. So for those of y'all not familiar with lupus, lupus is an autoimmune disease. It's basically where your body starts attacking itself. A lot of times it's very difficult to kind of diagnose, at least in the past, because it was not a very very well known, well understood, or common thing. So a lot of younger folks, if they got it when they were a little bit younger, like in their teens, they would get sick and they wouldn't know why. And, you know, things like it would attack your kidneys or it would attack different organs. Or if you remember Seal, he was another singer, like an R&B singer. He had like it attacked his skin as an organ. So he had kind of, you could see it on his face. Lupus is the one that where you see the butterfly symbol on the face too. It gets kind of very red on your face. And part of the treatment is steroids and immunosuppressants. A lot of the same drugs they give to like cancer patients
Hmm.
are actually used, but it's to basically try to calm down your immune system and keep it from attacking the body. So very very interesting, but it just also goes to show like, you know, everyone has these things that are obstacles that they're meant to overcome in their lives. And I know Selena Gomez here has done a great job with it, and I think she's now helping bring more awareness to lupus and making sure people know about it and know that there's resources out there that they can use to help them. So it's pretty cool. You know, big fan of hers.
Yeah, and there was a controversy maybe a couple of years ago because she started gaining weight, and people didn't realize that it was because very likely some of that medicine, that the steroids, and again she started gaining weight, and they basically the fans were really really sorry for her because like they kind of knew, but still kind of she was forced to explain why she gained weight, right, in response of kind of the body shaming, because maybe I remember there was a swimsuit, she was in a swimming suit, and it's like, hey, she looks fat, blah blah, without knowing the context
Mm-hmm.
of Selena Gomez's life, right, and history. So um, uh, once again, it's a very interesting how she's able to, despite all of that, all of those challenges, to go to that status.
Yeah,
Um,
that's very true, and I think that's also kind of an important lesson. You really don't know what's going on in other people's lives, so like, you know, cut people some slack, cut people a break, just because you never know what they're going on, right? Yes, she's out in social media. Yes, that's part of her allure or of her story is kind of her looks and things like that. And yeah, she gained weight, but a lot of it has to do with her illness and the treatment with that. You know, steroids give you the moon face, so you end up getting a little bit of a rounder face. I know I got a round face. It's not from steroids, but you know, and you end up a lot of times gaining weight because you know you get really hungry. You sometimes get some of that roid rage,
mm.
you know, and it's all part of that. So you know. It's good to see that she's got it under control. At least it seems like that. So, you know, let's hope that she stays healthy and she can continue to kind of represent the Latino culture out there in the industry.
For sure. You know, talking about these challenges, you remind me about Bruce Lee, believe it or
Mhm.
not. That guy, people don't know, but he had one leg shorter than the other one.
No way.
Yes, yes, way, and not that's basically one of the things. Another one is he couldn't see very well. He also needed glasses, but the guy is just practice, like discipline, right?
Hmm.
So and he's I was watching interview with Joe Rogan, no, not with Bruce Lee,
Okay, I
somebody.
was like Bruce Lee with Joe
No, no, no,
Rogan. I
I knew
must have
that you
missed
would
that
pull it.
one.
No, and they were talking about Bruce Lee, that he's truly the father of MMA fighting,
uh,
because he was the first one to try to incorporate different moves,
hmm
and because before it used to be you were part of this kung fu or this karate or this whatever
uh,
judos, and suddenly this guy is coming and trying to just grab whatever he wants from all of this.
hmm
Figuring out how to adapt and move to every situation, to be like water. He taught that philosophy, and that philosophy eventually became mixed martial arts.
So MMA being mixed martial art, I get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, you're talking about this guy doing it like I don't know, in the 60s or whatever, right? Like very, very early for kind of the thinking. So, but yes, my point here is that everybody has different challenges, and they're trying to compensate on based on that, and you just try to make the best out of that. So in this case of Bruce Lee, you couldn't even tell that his leg was shorter than other, right?
Yeah. He became the GOAT. One of the greatest of all time, right?
Well, in that time, it's like people wanted to like learn even freaking like karate, right? That's what made famous and popular all of that. Like kids wanted to just like have their karate costume or taekwondo or whatever, right? And he made it cool.
Yeah. So true. And so Selena Gomez is doing the same thing for lots of kids out there. She's being a great role model and trying to do things the right way and being out there. And hey, she's been rewarded for it handsomely, $1.3 billion. Hey, so I want to remind y'all to like, subscribe, and comment. We do love to hear from you. Hopefully you enjoyed the stories we brought to y'all today. If you haven't watched our viral Bitcoin videos, check them out. The price is going to explode here any day now. Not financial advisors, but that's all we've got for today. Dale.
Dale.